Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with yet another brew review. And well, I think if you guys see this shape of glass, you can already guess what kind of beer we are having today. We are having a lager, not just any lager. First off, it is a non-alcoholic lager, so I'm very curious. And secondly, this is not Belgian at all. This is from our friends at in Svinninge in Denmark. Yeah, it's a 0.5% ABV, so technically under Belgian law still alcohol free, but I do want to mention this 0.3 or 0.5. I think it's worth mentioning that it still has a tiny bit of alcohol. I don't know much about this beer, it just suddenly popped up. I've seen two versions of this, but apparently the only difference is the label. One is yellow gradient, yellow, green and pink, and this one is purple and blue. No difference whatsoever, not in ingredients or so. I have no idea what the gist behind that is. Now what we do know is what is on the can. Non-alcoholic beer, ingredients: water, malted barley, maltodextrin, hops and yeast, which I find interesting because maltodextrin is a sort of a sugar, sugar slash sweetener, and normally we use these sugary additives to ferment higher, to get higher alcohol rates, or to really out ferment the beer and make it a bit sweeter. Think about Russian Imperial Stouts, breakfast stouts and stuff like that, or double and triple IPAs. So I'm very curious for this beer. Wasn't that cheap, I think somewhere between 2 and 3 euros per can. But let's see where it takes us. Very nice pour. Slightly pale. I like my lagers, my pilsners to be goldish, and that is based on absolutely nothing more than personal preference. Yeah. So, but nonetheless, very nice looking beer. Pale on the yellow side, a lot of bubbling, a lot of activity in the glass, but looking quite well. Also a lot of foam, a nice thick foam, mixed density, but looks very good, nice and white. So I'm very curious for the rest. Malty, sweet and fruity. Now, of course, I cannot hold this up to the Belgian standard because we have very malty, bitter, crisp, dry pilsners, or at least historically speaking. These days we have a lot of sweet crap. But this smells... I don't know how to put this. Like pale? Bleak. I'm getting some pine resin and some of that typical non-alcoholic byproduct smell. Doesn't smell bad, it's just different. I think that if you would give me this, I would think blindfolded, I would probably think that this is a like a wine cooler or some kind of soda pop. It smells really sweet, actually. Smells like wort before fermentation or early in the fermentation. So, here goes nothing. Cheers. First sip, initial idea was, this is alright. Second sip was, well, it does taste like a lot of non-alcoholic alternatives. It is alright because just as it smells like wort, it also tastes a bit like wort. It tastes like very lightly fermented, carbonated, hopped wort. That doesn't mean it's bad. I must honestly say that I kind of like this. It is sweet. It does have a bit of a sour edge, but that is often the case with these de-alcoholized beers. But if you can live with that sour undertone, it's not as light and it's not as watery as many non-alcoholic beers are. So it is quite nice. It has a nice ring to it. It has a nice mouthfeel. And even though it is slightly sour, sweet and sour, I would not place this under beer lemonade, as I have said before with other beers. It's not gonna be a favorite, but as far as non-alcoholic lagers go, it's alright. I think it's in every aspect. The look is a bit paler, but you can't just judge a beer on looks alone. But the scent and the flavor are equally typical for non-alcoholic beers, and the aftertaste actually does remind me of a hopped lemonade, or a hopped cider even. So I think as far as lagers go, it's all right. How am I gonna score this? I would say like a 2.75, a 3, maybe a 3, because it's not awful, but it is not what I would expect when buying a non-alcoholic lager. When I want a lager, I want something crisp and clean, and like a Carlsberg or something like that. And despite using noble hops, they do say on the can, Implosion, enjoy this delicious non-alcoholic lager with all its complexity, crispness and noble hop flavor while keeping a level head. I think they might be overselling this a bit. So yeah, let's call it a 3. Yeah. Alright, that all being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment down below. If you have anything to say, anything to ask, anything to suggest, comment section is the way to go. And if you want to support this channel, share a video or watch the Patreon page, and we will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.